Hey everyone, my name is Lorne McLean. I'm a concept artist and illustrator. So today we're going to create this cool sci-fi character. In this video, I'll be teaching you the same techniques I used to create this character, as well as these other characters I created for an upcoming game. These principles will also apply in the design and creation of any character. So let's get into it. So the first step I do is to draw a simple pose for my character using something called gesture lines. And gesture lines are simply lines that suggest a character's pose or movement. I also like to use a light color to draw the lines so I can draw a bit later with a darker color like I'm doing here. Remember to keep it simple. I'll experiment with many different poses and line weights until I find something I like. Okay, so now that I've drawn the gesture lines, I'm going to start drawing shapes over these gesture lines to give the character some form and volume. So I'm keeping the shapes pretty simple at first, and then I'll add details later. And basically I'm just using whatever kind of shape I need, a sphere, a cone, or a cube. And at this stage you can start to think about line weights too. So give some areas different line weights. That means different thicknesses. Make some lines thick and some thin just to add more interest. Okay, now I'm going to start the inking, and basically I'm just going to refine the character and just go over top my drawing, and basically this is where I just can start adding more detail and clean up the edges and so on. So I'm just going over it now. So you can also, actually I just decided to add a little scroll in his left hand just for interest's sake. Kind of adds to the narrative of the story and makes it a little more interesting. So you can also add armor, clothes, weapons, a ground, a background. I'm just keeping it really simple in this video, but basically you've got this underdrawing in light blue, so it's really a good reference, and it helps you to be able to get a more accurate drawing on the top, and just really makes your drawing look it's a lot easier to do this when you have something underneath that you can go by. Okay, just finishing up here, adding a few final details to this character before I start adding the shapes. So just giving a few details to the legs. Okay, actually I decided to change this character into more of a female, so I'm just going to erase a bit of the stuff here. I just thought it was a little more interesting. I haven't done a female sci-fi character in a while, so I just wanted to give it a try. I thought it might look really good with this image I have in my head. So I'm just making her have a little bit of waist, give her a bit of a smile. Then add some hair, long hair. And I thought of adding like a mask, kind of like a Zorro mask or a superhero mask. I always like the way it looks around the eyes and stuff. Okay, the next step is to make selections around each of your different shapes. And the reason I do this is because it makes the painting process a lot easier when you have each part separated out. So that way you can focus on a particular area and isolate the color just to that area. And so that's what I'm doing here. I'm just going around each shape. It's quite tedious, so that's why I split up the video. But give this a try. It's really helpful. Okay, now we're on to coloring the character. And let me just show you with a simple sphere how I color it. So I basically have my grayscale. I fill it with a color, and then I'll add a highlight, just with light hitting it. And then I'll add just a reflection and a bit of a rim light. And this just really gives an overall nice color to the object. Now if the character, you notice I'm going to just show you an object, take away the legs for example, and each of these parts are broken up into different shapes. Makes it a lot easier to color. And the final result, it looks beautiful once you add all your colors in. And there's the final image of the character. So I wanted to create some kind of environment for this character, and here's what I came up with. I think it looks alright. Well, that's the tutorial, guys. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it, and I hope you were able to learn something. If you don't mind, please check out my website at lornemclean.com. I'll be posting tutorials there and new artwork. Also, please follow me on Instagram at Lorne McLean Art, and please tag a friend who you think might like these tutorials. Alright guys, have a great day.